Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going.
Be back.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship.
I gotta remember how to play this game, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a minute. All right, let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I remember the buttons, honestly.
It's a run to the left. Just a small gain. Looking at
don't know.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort.
How to pick that off.
Now it's third down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Wilson.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads step.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review.
What do you want to do? Guess he going.
The offense stays on the field in this opening grab. They'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about.
That was big.
Receivers got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Ball handed to the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Oh, man.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball carrier brought down.
Over that ball.
Offense in great scoring position here. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. From the shotgun,
I missed him.
Side, the junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And bouncing it outside, it's Wilson.
I feel like I got held on there.
Touchdown.
Player just stopped.
Setting the tone early. How about the execution opening drive of a conference championship?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Automatic on the BAT.
The whole quarter.
Team on the field getting set now.
Right. That was a hole.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Ooh, that ball.
At the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got
that ball, young man.
To make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. On the run, it's Johnson. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ball forward. There you go.
After a solid gain, it's enough for a 1st down, and that should wrap up the 1st quarter of play. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And on the carry, he's heading left.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Hand me fast.
Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
I realized I was in front of the line of scrimmage. I mean, not in front, but I thought I was at first. Nowhere near it.
Looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The Bulldogs are in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Get it.
He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship and putting together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now.
Those two 4th down attempts on both sides
That one
were
bounces to
clutch.
the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. On the run, it's Wilson. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
Let's go.
Falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The game makes it second and medium. The secondary backed up off the ball now. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run.
Will he score here? Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Good, great fake.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Came through, too.
Runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the outfield shot is in.
Chill.
Third down.
You know, I like the quarterback patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He almost caught that.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Extending the play now. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle it at the 44.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st to keep this drive moving.
And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to extend the play. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. And now the defense will pull a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. And the quarterback dropping back. He eludes the rush. He's hit just before the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Dogs will line up.
Oh, shit.
This is a low liner. This won't go a long way.
Bro, how did they just snap the ball?
Catch him. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid.
That's crazy. I literally lined up and touched nothing, and the ball just snapped. Yo, what is happening? That is nuts.
The first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
And it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You can just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Getting set. Here's second down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And here's the handoff. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? A quick juke. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now.
Ooh.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Dogs will have to punt this one away. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Pressure is coming. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, look at the quick cut. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to pass this time. The pass rush close, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here?
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's second down here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. A gain sets up a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught near the goal line.
Chris, that ball is deflected up into the air on third down. And somehow they come down with it, and it's a first down. Sometimes better to be lucky than be good.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they've got him. Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. All the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he'll get into the end zone for 2 points. Now it's a 15-point game. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
In the red area, it's Wilson. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Here's the second down play. On the ground, it's Wilson. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kentucky. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to scramble now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up.
42 Spider.
Here comes a handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The ball bounces out of bounds. That's a break for the offense. They'll lose yardage, but keep possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And he pulls in the catch. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it.
The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Escapes the sack. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.